hello. Gonna wait for some more people to join. I'm gonna explain why I wasn't in live today, and I think that it'll be a good lesson for everybody. So, um, stay in if you're waiting with me. Stay in. I think it'll be a very good lesson. So, um, give us just a few moments here. See if anybody starts joining. Just started a couple seconds ago. Um, All right, so we're staying right around 15, 25 people. I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, first of all, I want to show you guys that tonight I made my $1,000. Okay, I mean, right, $2 shy, $1.60 shy, but made my $1,000. Okay, so again, this is on my funded futures account. Made my money. We're good. Now, why was I not on live today? So last night I dug myself a stupid hole by not following my rules, plan, strategy, whatever. And I ended up being down $2,500 by the end of the night. By the time I went to bed, um, I managed to basically get that down to around $1,500. And then by the time the session was over today, I got that down to around $650, something like that. And now that I'm up $1,000, so just to show you, why didn't I live stream earlier today? So simply put, I was focused making up a stupid L that I made the night before. Um, I basically got down $2,500. By the time that we ended today, I was down $630 instead of the $2,500. Now I'm up 1,000, so the total loss is actually now plus 370. So now I'm green, and now the reason why I was able to do that was by just simply being consistent, following my strategy. The whole reason I was down in the first place was because I wasn't following my strategy. I just wanted to show you that sometimes you just need to stop when you hit a hard stop loss, make it back slowly but surely. The fact that I ended today down didn't bother me at all because I knew I could just still truck through it and I'd end up green anyway. So, not every day is green. Today was a red one for me until I managed to make my $1,000 tonight. Now, technically, in the last 24 hours, I am green. So, just transparency, whatever you want to say. Um, yeah. So, can I or have I somewhere posted a list of my rules? I guess I can, but mainly my rules are this. So when it comes to the funded account, you can only lose so much a day or whatever. So I get within about, you know, say it's 3,000, I'll get to 2,500, which is why I was down 2,500 because when I hit that hard stop, I was done. Okay, and what I decided to do was say, hey, look, I give myself a $500 cushion. I could make it up $100 at a time or so. Every once in a while, I'll have a couple $100 that I make up at a time, and I'll just make it back as I make it up, right? So as far as hard stop loss for the day, that's my hard stop loss. Um, as far as a hard stop on one play, again, that would be my hard stop on one play as well. If for some reason I let it go against me that long, that would probably be my hard stop for that particular account. But whenever you have the profits, like how we have in our paper trading account, like we're up 70,000 in a month, right? You can use like a kind of like a 10 to 15% kind of rule as your stop. So, if I'm up 70,000 and I use like maybe like 7 to 10,000 kind of as my stop, that kind of makes sense. And that's because if in one month you've made 70,000, a $7,000 to $10,000 drop is not really that substantial in the sense that you're still up in super green overall in the month, right? And then as far as taking profits, my rules are always very simple. Take them quick, take them as you get them. You can always re-enter. I've been starting to hold a little bit longer as I'm seeing the patterns that I actually notice and like pop on the chart though. So like normally I hold for around 50 to $100, maybe even sometimes $25, as low as $25. But I've started holding, 100, 200, $300 because I've started trusting my patterns a little bit more. Rules for entry are simple. If I see a pattern, if I see the indicators telling me something, I'm gonna trust what they're telling me, because when I don't, I miss out. Like talking to you guys right now, um, I basically missed my entry for the above VWAP. I would have played it for a long from here to here, um, which is fine. I don't really care. I'd rather speak to you guys. I'm definitely not trading anymore on this today. Um, if I'm gonna trade, I'm going on our paper trading account, because I dug myself out a huge hole and now I'm green. I'm gonna probably stop. Um, so if I'm gonna trade, it's gonna be on this paper trading account with you guys. But that would have been an entry that this would have been giving me, right? So simply trusting what I've put my study my hours in, right? Like I put in a lot of hours to learn these and make sure that they work and all this stuff. So why would I not trust what they're telling me? Um, that's one big rule for entry, is just simply trusting what you're being shown. And with futures, it's really cool because when it comes to using one of these for entry, it's also your exit if it goes against you, and that's usually zero or very close to zero, a short loss or even a small win at some point. So, um, I'm not actually going to trade tonight. I just wanted to let you guys know that um, basically why I wasn't on earlier today. Um, and what I was busy doing. I was busy being focused and making my money back, and how I did it. And yeah, so what we have here, we have our 200 EMA. We have our VWAP. VWAP also has a 618 deviation, a 2 deviation, and if you go down a little bit, a 3 deviation that goes on both sides. And then you have your 9 EMA and your 21 EMA, and then these are just trend lines, so you can ignore these. Um, Roberto, very good question. So if your profit take is 5 to 10%, then your stop loss should probably be 10 to 15%. Yeah, I would say that that's a decent stop loss, especially if you're securing small wins like 5 to 10%, because five, at least in my experience with these indicators, if you take them, you use them how I've taught you guys. You take the 5%, you're gonna win 7, 8 out of 10 trades. And then what's going to happen is those two that you lose 10, 15%, you still end up netting green, so you're good to go. Um, would I have entered along at that deviation in the golden zone down below the 21? So you're talking about this right here? Absolutely, because we had been bouncing off of this deviation all night. So, like a lot of things that I did was I was actually in shorts and I was using this deviation as my exit. Ooh, Courtney, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop that. Do I think the rally will hold? Not past midterms, that's for sure. It might, like, and I told y'all this yesterday, is what we're going to do is we're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, and we're basically going to have green days eaten by red days eaten by green days back to back, and we're just kind of going to channel. We're going to have a slow creeping upwards movement, and then as soon as midterms are over, we're just going to go down, because they're not going to necessarily let us crash, right? But they're not going to we can't fly. There's no way that we're going to fly because there's nothing, no catalyst, right? Green Days Wake Me Up When September Ends is a good one. I like Hakanashis, but I don't have them on right now. I do put them on though, from time to time, and I like them in the sense that they help you see trends and patterns a little bit better. So I will say I like them. I haven't used them in a little while, but I do like them. Like this would have been a super easy kind of M to C forming right there. That was forming a W, which is why we drove down here. And then again, another M right there to drive us up to this deviation that we're probably, at least this fib line I'm thinking, which I guess we kind of basically almost touched, so. But yeah, I don't like predicting too much myself either. I prefer to look at them as they go. Um, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that as far as midterms go, though, we're gonna basically slowly creep up. But overall, it's gonna be a bunch of this bullshit. It's gonna be a bunch of that, and we're gonna slowly go up and then elevator down after midterms. The ticker that I'm looking at is NQ. Looking at it on the 1 minute because we are trading futures. I got shocked by something. Can I show you how to trade real quick? I'm not sure that I can show you how to do it real quick. But if you keep recording these, I'm sure you'll figure it out. So remember, we have our VWAP. Would have longed on the VWAP in terms of, or passing over the VWAP here, in terms of how much we would have made. We passed over at around 80. Let's say we longed it at 81 after we got a little confirmation that we were going to stay up. We moved all the way up to 90. That is just about $200 in one contract at a time on NQ. So that would be pretty darn good. And then what you'd be looking for now is either a bounce off of this fib line, a drop to here, and then a bounce or a break down here. So we're looking for one of three things. We're looking for either a bounce here, a bounce here, or a break down here, and that'll kind of be a next entry for whatever it is that we're going to do. Which broker am I using? We got 12 contracts for Alphabet. Each contract costs did you get puts? Yeah, wouldn't doubt. These are Hakanashis. Someone asked me if I like these, and I was letting them know that I do indeed like them. We're also, I think we're gonna actually go massively down. So, what is this, guys? What does this look like to you? If y'all have been tuning in to my lives for a while, what are we looking at here? Someone tell me. I'm shorting. I'm actually going to short here. And I'd be willing to average down based off of what I'm seeing. Broker that I'm using is, as far as trading futures go, is I use a funded account, or I use several funded accounts with Top Step, which is Tradeovate. If you're going to use your own money on futures trading, I recommend Tradeovate. And yes, Mobian, good, good, good. Not only is it a W, it's a textbook W, because we have one, then we have our high, Then we have our low, which is lower than this low. And then we have a new high that is high, but not higher than this high. And if we want, we can technically put it up here, and it's valid all the way up until around here. And if we happen to pass up there, then it's no longer valid, which means this is a massive fucking W, which means we're probably about to drive down pretty hard. So I just kind of want my entry. I'm going to go ahead and just get my entry at wherever 80 if I can get it. There we go. Got it. What we're going to do is we're going to use this point of control right here. We're going to use that as our exit, which is actually at 60. So that would be about $20. $20 with NQ. Remember, every $5 is $100, so you can do that math. I think it's about 400, 500 bucks. So we're going to put it there, and we're going to just let it sit. So Ali, there's one thing that you need to understand is there's something called IV crush, where basically everybody has gotten the same thing and everybody's trying to get out all at once, which makes the contracts actually not move even though it went down. If you get IV crushed, you're going to end up losing money. But if you get out immediately in the morning, so if you set, I wouldn't wait to look at what it's at. What I would do is I would set an order for maybe 50%, 40% gains, and pray to God that it hits immediately in the morning, and then be done with it. Don't look for a massive gain, because IV Crush will hurt you. I think that this, if it does go up, we're going to right around here, which I'm willing to average down on my shorts until then. So because this is a huge bearish W formation, which if you know about harmonics, which is what I talk about a lot on here, W's are bearish, M's, so if you flip this over, are bullish. You're looking for staggered lows or staggered highs. So why were we able to get this leg up? Because we had a staggered high M here, which is why we drove up. Okay? Make sure I haven't even had this turned on for a little bit. Yeah, see? This actually sees the same W that I'm talking about, the harmonics pattern. Same exact one. So I just turned it off because I can manually see these on my own now, so I don't really need to have it on anymore. And again, I'm willing to average down basically every $10 at this point, because I think that we're going to drop like a rock when we drop, and I don't want to miss it. Okay. Why have others said that? Because what they're talking about are double bottoms and double tops. This is not a double bottom. This is a staggered bottom. And this is not a double top. This is a staggered top. So what they're talking about is this. So they're saying W for the win when it does this, right? When it goes straight, when it's straight, or M for murder, right? When it's straight like this. But they're not talking about this, and they're not talking about this, because this is W for murder and M for let's go. And usually what they do is they basically stagger back and forth, right? Like it's one bigger W or one bigger M that creates a smaller W that helps create the leg for this, that then drives you up again, and so on and so forth. So let's see, we got our average there. We're just going to keep moving wherever we get our average, we're going to move it with it, our $20. I'm not really too worried about it. I'm going to keep, like I said, averaging down there. Next average down is at 500, and we've been having some really decent turnarounds there. So I'm cool with that. All right. What do the anti-harmonics do? They're just patterns. It's just patterns. There's only a few of them that are accurate, though. And do I mostly enter on pullbacks? I try to enter on pullbacks, yes. Like, had I been going long, I would have entered long on that pullback. But I'm seeing this W and I'm trusting the W over this, because even if we continue up, I'd rather accumulate more and more contracts as we go up and get a better average, and then when we do have that big drop, I'd rather catch that. So remember, the reason why I'm doing this is because we have a harmonics bearish W, and it's valid all the way up to here. So this is kind of my stop if we go kind of past this, and realistically it's valid all the way up here from where we dropped when we opened, which is absolutely ridiculous. So I don't think that I'm going to let it go that far. So I'm doing somewhere like right in here, something like that. Maybe at this fib line would be my stop, but I'm willing to average down up to that point because that's where it becomes invalid for me. But this is a massive W. The bearish W's in terms of harmonics are very strong. So that's why I'm willing to do this, and I'm willing to eat some red and average down while I'm doing it. So what MA? I'm using the 200 EMA, the 9 EMA, and the 21 EMA. When the 9 crosses above the 21, it signals longing. When it crosses below, it signals puts or shorting. And a lot of times what I've noticed is even better when it comes to scalping in Q anyway, is when the stock crosses both up or down, you can use that as a signal to long or put. Even in these scenarios, that's, $100 on each one or more. So I'm just preemptively playing this short because of this bearish pattern that I'm seeing in terms of harmonics. So they don't work out 100% of the time, but they work out 80%, and as long as you follow your stop losses, you're all right. Let me see if anybody's on Twitch asking questions just to make sure. Hey Frank, I see you, Jay. I really need to know how to open a futures account with TradingView. You have to get a funded account or get your own money into Tradeovate, and then pay the little subscription that helps you connect, and then from there you just connect your account via the trading panel, and that's it. And hello Frank. Have any questions, ask away. I'm going to try and look on here often as I can. I forget, but I am in the yeah. And short term, it is building an M here, so we could again be going up to here. Not really worried about it though. Technically, this is a big contract. So technically, if you want to think about it, this is an option for NQ. So I think I'm just gonna secure whatever gains I get, and I'm gonna do it at basically a little above VWAP because I'm kind of tired of playing this particular play, and I'd rather re-enter a single contract anyway, if I can get it. So we're up 30, 40, 90, 70, 60. Okay, so first let me modify this to be 1 just in case it magically goes up. So what we made on that particular play was $110 for the night so far. So let's go ahead and put that in for later. There we go. I like to do, Luke, that's a good question. Um, I kind of do a mixture of fib lines in every like 20, 15, $20. So depending on is there a fib line close to that, $20, I might do the fib line instead of the 15 or $20, right? But if there's nothing there, if it's like dead center, something like that, I'll just do the 15, $20. And during Globex, that 15 or $20 tends to be very, very good because you're moving slowly. Like 15, $20 is kind of like your max move, and then you get a drawback. So if you average down decently at that point, you'll get your exit. Um, Aaliyah, do I have classes or do one-on-ones? I do one-on-ones. Yes, if you'd like, you can reach out to me via emadaytrader@gmail.com. I do them for $60 for the hour. I'm not trying to funnel you into that though. Everything's free here on TikTok if you keep tuning in. But if you want to do a one-on-one, we can absolutely do one. I also have a Discord group where we do a class every Saturday. And as well as if you ever ask questions in there, like that's what the group is for. It's not a call-out group. It's meant to teach you and help you grow and things like that. So I'm thinking we go red tomorrow and basically eat the green that we had today, and then the next day is green that eats the red that we have, and then so on and so forth, and we kind of slowly creep up just a little bit for midterms. But yeah, shit, 60 an hour is cheap, bro. People be charging like 200, 250 for these things for an hour. The only reason I'm even charging is because people were literally on their phones or taking phone calls and stuff like while I was doing it. I was doing it for free for a while, but I got tired of that shit, so yeah, that's the only reason I even put a price on it. So yeah, we're trading NQ. This is the current contract on NQ. And there we go. Yeah, I think those other the things that other people charge are absolutely ridiculous. So I'm not trying to charge that, but like I need to make sure that no one's wasting my time either. You know what I mean? What platform or exchange do I suggest? Um, so if you're just trading stocks, options, I would recommend like Webull, something simple, Thinkorswim, something like that. Um, Something that has decent charting, that you can use to be successful. But yeah, you can absolutely do that. If you're trying to do futures, though, I would recommend Top Step as a funded account or Tradovate. And yeah, and so the reason why I entered where I entered. So why did I enter shorts here? So I expected a drawdown back to back below the VWAP here, I didn't quite get it, so I had to average down here at this fib line slash VWAP extension, average down there, and then I got my exit basically right at this fib line here, just below it. So that's why I got in and out the way that I got in and out. MetaTrader, I've never used it. Um, I simply, I'm not going to dog on it. I don't know it, so I'm not going to tell you it's better or worse. But the only two that I've used are Top Step, and I really like Top Step and Apex Trader, which goes through NinjaTrader, and that one's okay. It's really hard to set up though, but I really like TradingView. I really like Tradovate and Top Step. So, do I ever trade ES? I don't, but I know a lot of people like trading it because it has a little bit better market structure than NQ sometimes has. And yes, Lindell, if you know very little, I can absolutely still do a one-on-one with you. It's not a problem. Um, I don't really trade crypto, so yeah. Translate has a few subscriptions. You mean Tradovate, or do you mean TradingView? Really, Webull wants you to have at least 2,000 cash to buy contracts. I didn't know that. I haven't seen that. Because I've also had small accounts like $100, $200 that I do from time to time with these guys, and I haven't had that issue. But if it's new, then it's new. You know what I mean? Um, Tradovate, you would just want to do a live account. Make sure that you have the live data subscription and that you have the subscription, or that you get your money in Tradovate and then you get the ability to connect to TradingView and then get your subscription with TradingView. And yeah, this is futures right here that we've been trading tonight so far. I wasn't really gonna trade. I just wanted to show you guys I didn't really why I didn't live stream earlier today, and how I made all that money back and then some, was just being consistent and using things like this and being, again, consistent and making 100, 200, $300 at a time and making that money back. So, yeah, again, you know, whenever I come on here and I trade with you guys, I get on the paper trading account. I'm gonna go ahead and exit out of this thing. But I also have my own funded accounts with Tradovate slash Top Step, and in that one I made $1,000 tonight. So we're good. Not over trading. I'm all done. Okay. Yeah, Top Step connects to TradingView. That's how you connect it. You connect it via the Tradovate tab. That's really weird, Country Boy. I'm gonna have to look into that. Well, if you keep tuning in, especially if you trade futures while I'm trading them with you guys, I mean, I'm not gonna say every single trade is successful, right? But I can show you how we started out in this account. It's 100,000. Um, just on, what was it, September 18th, and we got it to 170, and it's using the same rules that I use with my funded accounts. I just don't overtrade on them, and these have been all the trades that we've been having recently. So these are all the trades back to back that we've had. Well, this one was an overnight trade, so this one was a crazy trade, really lucrative. I probably ignore that one, really. So even if you ignore that, we made $30,000 in a month. So this was a big loss. This is probably the biggest loss that we had. Made it up a couple trades later. No problem. Even if you start small, the point is that you could still have done this because I was only doing a couple contracts at a time, and you only need about maybe 5,000 to do that. So definitely, yeah. I do have a Discord, Lindell. It's $15 a month. Again, not trying to funnel anybody into anything, but if you're interested, you can always shoot me an email. I'll shoot you the link. My email is emadaytrader@gmail.com. I mean, small is still. I mean, you can start. I do from time to time. I still start like options trading or stock trading accounts on Webull with like a couple $100 and just see how much I can get it to. Um, oh my God, Baki. Okay, Baki. This account is paper trading that I do with you guys while I'm on here with y'all. So again, these are all the trades that I take with you guys. Okay. Okay. Before I come on here, I trade on my funded account and I make $1,000 every day. So if I need to show you this, this is just tonight. This is just from 5 p.m. So tomorrow I probably won't even trade at all. Okay, so I'm done. My funded account. Okay, not. It's the last time I'm showing this shit. But yes, this is a paper account that I trade with you guys so that I don't overtrade, so that I can look at this and yeah. Um, yes, Lindell, it's emadaytrader@gmail.com. So this W is still valid for now. I'm just not trading anymore. I'm kind of pooped out for today. Like I said, in the last 24 hours, I had to make back a 2,500 loss and then still now green $400. So it's like $3,000 in 24 hours. I'm kind of pooped out in terms of looking at charts and shit. So I just wanted to let y'all know that that's why I didn't go live today. That I will be live tomorrow for you guys, and I'll probably be live more tomorrow for you guys because I've already made my $1,000 for today. And yeah, didn't mean to get snappy. I'm just uh, kind of, pooped out. My brain's done for the day. um, when buying pullbacks, are there other patterns I look for other than W's and M's? Of course. So, I'm still looking for double bottoms. I'm still looking for heads and shoulders. I'm still looking for wedges and flags and things of that nature, right? Like, these are just very, very high probability and accurate. They work 8 out of 10 times. Why would I not be looking for these? That's the only reason why I'm looking for these, right? The email, so I'll type it out for you guys. So this is, again, the reason why I wasn't on earlier today. I'm going to go ahead and put it at the top. EMA day trader at gmail.com. Okay? That's me. If you shoot me an email, you ask me a question, you want to set up a one-on-one, you want to get the link for the Discord, whatever it is that you need help with, whatever you want, shoot me an email. I got you. Okay? And again, these fib lines are outstanding. Tap this fib line, immediately died down. Would have been a great entry for another short. And then your exit could have either been this fib line or even this point of control. So, guys, if y'all don't have any other questions right now, I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here. And, no, the Discord Vibranium is not free. It's $15 for the month. And the only reason I charge the $15 is because I pay for quant feeds, quant data, which is a very good, like, volume, contracts, etc. indicator, and that's like $150 for the month. So it just kind of helps me pay for that. That's the only reason why I even charge anything. So yeah, if you want to join, I appreciate you joining. Appreciate the support, and if you have questions, that's what we're there for. It's not necessarily a call out Discord, but I can show you that we absolutely do great call outs if that's what you're wanting. This guy right here, every day calls out at least 2 or 3 fucking 50 to 100% plays. So that's 2 of them from yesterday. Recap, this is all the plays that he called out. He called 7 plays, and basically every single one went over 10-15%. So these are the thing that he posted yesterday for today. Let's see how they did. 2 of them 100%, 200%. This was the recap for the day. So if you're gonna join for just callouts, this would be the one that you'd be looking at. But if you actually want to learn, then you'll be in this particular chat right here, and we'll be jumping in here doing live streams and stuff like that, helping and blah 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 blah. So yeah, normally I go live around 1 to 2 p.m. Central, so an hour before / during power hour. But yeah, we actually have unusual wells as well. We have both. I love unusual wells. They're the bomb. And what time frames on the fib? Again, it's not about the time frame. It's about finding a high and a low. I literally just used where we opened, kind of like a high right here, and then I used this as a low because this was the first drop that we had, and I've just been patiently waiting. Normally when you first touch this golden zone, you pop back up, and then when you fall back into it again, you really die. So I'm expecting a drop here, then a drop into here, and then maybe some bounces. So and yeah, if y'all want to join the Discord group, you can always shoot me an email. I'll shoot you the link for it. This is my email up at the top. So I'll go ahead and delete this because y'all already know all that. And yeah, so shoot me an email. I'll shoot you the link if you want to join. And yeah. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and hop out of here, guys. Peace, love. See y'all tomorrow in the afternoon. Y'all make sure and be ready and prepared to make that money with me on NQ tomorrow. Alright? I'm going to be on basically quite all day. So, alright? Keep tuning in, Aaliyah, and you'll find out pretty quickly. I'm on here every day. We make at least $500 to $1,000 a day together. So, alright? Y'all have a great night, and I will catch y'all manana.